Welcome to another episode of 4th and 1 Hot Take, which makes me feel like you feel that we all can agree that I'm kinda hot right now. We kinda hot, I said we hot right now. We kinda hot, I said we hot right now. We kinda hot, I said we hot right now. We kinda hot. And I need to know what the topic is, and I don't usually say the topic, so this particular person says the topic.
What's good, bud? Yeah! Come on now!
Peggy, what is the topic of 4th and 1 Hot Take?
Boy, it is hot, bruh, and we on now, and we on to the college football playoffs. As we go down the list, it's Indiana, Texas Tech, Alabama, Oklahoma, JMU, Oregon, Ohio State, Georgia, Tulane, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and Miami. Notre Dame did not make the college football playoffs.
No.
Yeah. And they said, you know, if we ain't in the big game or can't compete for the big game, we ain't playing no games at all. They opted out of the bowl games this season. What is your thoughts on Notre Dame as well as other teams opting out of the college football playoffs?
I'm glad that Notre Dame ain't in. Straight up.
What?
Too many times, too many years, these teams have been getting away with sheer murder. And if y'all don't want to decide to be in a conference, keep y'all, you don't get to reap the benefits of what conferences or being in a conference will award you if you don't want to be in a conference.
That's true.
See, Peggy, this is the reason why a lot of folks don't understand the lineage of Notre Dame. See, Notre Dame was one of those teams that not a lot of teams had access or the ability to do.
What is that?
Be on TV, be on the radio.
Yeah.
See, I would have a conversation with my dad. Dad would always say, man, son, I wanted to go to Notre Dame. Notre Dame? How? You ain't Catholic? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't forget, like the Fighting Nerds, like that's a Catholic school.
Yeah.
But needless to say, when you start to see certain teams that's always thrusted in your brains and thrusted in your minds and in your visuals, constantly. It wasn't a lot.
Yeah.
You had Notre Dame, you had USC, you had teams like Washington, Redskins at the specific time.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
These tenured teams, the Pittsburgh Steelers also is one, has so much lineage that they've been on television for so long that it was only right for teams to be fans of them.
Correct. That's all they seen.
You start to see movies even get created. Rudy, off of Notre Dame's lineage. But now you got a NBC deal that you garnered. No, mine, this mine. No, y'all still over there. You know, ABC or what is it? CBS on ABC or ABC or ESPN, whatever the hell it is, them doggone media deals really brings in the money.
Yeah, that's it.
Notre Dame feels like, man, we don't need any other conference play for us to be a real contender to get that coin. Now, this is an interesting fact, Peggy. As I was doing my research, typically, Notre Dame has their own revenue from the media deals, but their media contracts also gets ratings.
Yeah.
With that rating, the highest gross rating this year that Notre Dame had was versus USC.
Two legacy programs.
Yeah. Of all time.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, now, that same week, I will ask somebody to do the research. Who else played that week? Because if we're talking about ratings and we're talking about, hey, this is our media deal with NBC, the team that did better than them, I believe it was Alabama and Vanderbilt. I know Vanderbilt Vanderbilt was playing somebody. Who did Vanderbilt play that week when USC played Notre Dame? LSU. That's exactly who it was. Vanderbilt played LSU. To my point, if we're talking about revenue here, during your most successful rated game, you still lose the ratings to a team like Vanderbilt playing LSU. Now, what some would say, why is Notre Dame so protective of they doggone NBC deal?
Well, it's a lot on the line for that, Cam. And
Which is?
It's been reported that $50 million annually keeps Notre Dame independent from any other conference. So this is the deal they have with NBC and Peacock makes them exclusive.
So to put that into perspective, Notre Dame is granted $50 million annually each year.
Yeah.
How much is the SEC making during the college football playoffs?
Each team makes $4 million per game.
Each team makes $4 million in the SEC. $4 million, $50 million.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
You're still coming out with a win.
The devil still trying to work. But I got 50 million reasons why he ain't gonna work that day.
Okay.
Notre Dame. Huh? So, if I'm Notre Dame, and if I keep getting punished for a situation of my independence, we got a head-on collision with something. Mm-hmm. And I don't have an issue with them being left out. Because the truth is, if Notre Dame want to talk business with any other conference, I'm pretty sure that they could put in place and have some type of loophole where they can still keep their media rights.
Yeah.
Independent style. Mm-hmm. Because this is what you need to also understand, Peggy and company. Mm-hmm. Notre Dame, during COVID, didn't have nobody to play. Did you know that?
Did not know that.
Notre Dame, for every other sport outside of football, is in what conference, Peggy?
ACC.
ACC. So therefore, during COVID, the football team said, man, we ain't got nobody to play because we're an independent conference.
That's crazy that's just set up like that, too. But money talk. BS run a marathon. Though.
I'm trying to tell you. So, Notre Dame said during COVID, hey, ACC, hey, baby. Remember me?
Yeah.
I need some games. They were a part of the ACC during that 1-year deal for COVID. After COVID, we go back to independence. The point that I'm trying to make here is, Peggy, is this. Notre Dame, it has come to everybody's attention that they need to start to aligning with some type of conference, because if they do not, they will keep getting the short end of the stick. And I don't think that they're being punished more so than just what's right.
Yeah.
Because you can't take the winner of the ACC while having a team like Miami, who's clearly the best team in the ACC, but somehow or another, they don't get the opportunity to play for the ACC championship. So you pick the best team of the ACC, which is Miami. That makes sense. Well, Notre Dame beat my... Well, Notre Dame just sat back, ate turkey, and let other teams go out there and fight, and we'll play the winner. It don't work. Y'all been doing that for way too long, bro.
They're not caught up to them.
It done caught up to them, and it's going to keep catching up to them.
But that will catch up to their media deal, too.
But check this out, though. There is an evidence of everybody having a difference in opinion in this whole minutia that we call the college football playoffs.
I got you.
All right?
Got you.
Now, the reality of it, of this is everybody has their own 2 cents to butt in. One specific 2 cents that I want to pay particular attention to. Can you pull up the Urban Meyer clip?
Alabama, they lose. They in?
Yeah, they got to be in.
Why?
Because you can't count that game.
That's what I keep saying.
The committee's got to go away. We got to do a play-in. We got to do, and Tony Petitti, the commissioner of the Big Ten, came up with a 4-4-2-2-1-1 model.
Right.
And that's going to be the Big Ten gets 4. 1 plays 2, they're both in. 1 gets a ring, 1 doesn't. 3 plays 6, whoever wins that game's in. 4 plays 5, whoever wins that game's in. So you have 6 teams in the Big Ten at the end of the year. That way you can schedule who you want. If I'm right now, Ryan Day, I don't play that game next year at Texas.
Not a chance.
I'm the head coach. You just gave me extension.
Let me ask you a
I'm going to
question.
go to the 18th. I'm not playing that game.
If you're thinking like Coach Meyer and the Big Ten is thinking, what they don't realize is with that formula, it's still going to put teams in the deficit. Why, you might ask?
Yeah.
All right. If I'm anybody in the ACC, The ACC has not been a dominant conference this year. Clemson was ass cheeks. Duke, ass cheeks. That's the ACC champion,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
You got Coach Diaz, who was at Miami, thought he was going to win the ACC championship at Miami. Plot twist, I'll win the ACC championship at Duke. They played Virginia, who was also cheeks.
Yeah.
Then you start to say, who else is in the ACC? You got Virginia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech, they wasn't too bad, but damn, that ended up being cheeks too.
Carolina, we thought Bill Belichick was
I
going to
mean,
run through them.
Belichick, I'm sorry, Coach. Cheeks
Cheeks?
too.
Yeah, it's yeah.
So the whole ACC conference
Yeah.
was down. Now you add in other conferences. The Big Ten.
Yeah.
Cheeks too. You take Ohio State out. You take Oregon. Folks forget Oregon is in the Big Ten. You take Oregon out. You take Indiana out. Those are three good teams.
I mean, that's what makes up, yeah.
You got teams like Iowa State, Northwestern,
Yeah.
Michigan State. Now, somebody would say, man, the SEC ain't full of teams. Man, please. I can name you 6 competitors right now.
But they battled, I feel like they battled a lot this year.
Understand this, though, Peggy.
Talk to me.
If you decide to take the formula that Coach Urban Meyer is saying, it's going to lead back to the SEC still having full control of who goes to the college football playoffs because their strength of schedule will always be better than any other conference, which will force the other conference, what are you saying, Cam? Will force the other conferences to have big non-conference games.
So you saying, and just make this in layman terms, if I'm not in the SEC, my non-conference game need to be playing somebody in the SEC. In a premium SEC team.
Because this is the thing. Even though it will lead to more losses, potentially, without a shadow of a doubt, those performances will be the metric to say, hey, even though this team lost, they only lost by a 1-score game.
Yeah.
Hey, even though this team lost, they competed and it was good TV ratings.
Yeah.
We were wanting to see that matchup again.
Because to that point, Notre Dame, they lost to 2 of the teams that's in. You got Miami and Texas A&M, even though they were very close games now. It was good TV games. But they lost to 2 teams, even though it's early in the season. You play. It don't matter when it happens.
It don't matter.
But they did lose against the people that's in.
This is the thing. Too many teams.
That would have saved them, though.
That would have saved them.
If you would have took care of business, that would have saved you.
That would have saved them. But even though, if they would have lost those 2 games and then you say, hey, we beat a South Carolina. Hey, we beat a Florida. Hey, we beat an Ole Miss. That would have still potentially saved your season. And now you will have more teams that don't have just 1 losses. You will have teams that potentially will have 2 losses. I would prefer a 3-loss SEC team versus any 2-loss any other conference team. Why? Because I know that the SEC plays more competition than any other conference. I want to see teams who have proven themselves and have earned the right to be in the college football playoffs. Yeah. If you don't play nobody, if you start to say, hey, I want to play Kennesaw State. Hey, I want to play DeVry. Yeah. Hey, I want to play Peggy Institute. School of Suckers.
That's a real game.
Huh?
You're going to get in if you win. But
No. It's going to lead back to the favor going back to the SEC. Listen to it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because if you got a powder puff season, right?
No.
I got a powder puff season, right? This person you're going to have 8 to 9 teams with flawless records. And those teams that may have 1-loss records is still going to come back to who did you play? We have to start normalizing competition because competition impacts ratings and revenue.
Yeah.
We don't want to see 11-0 play another 11-0 and one of the 11-0 teams beat the hell out of the other 11-0 team.
Yeah.
We just saw that with Texas Tech and BYU. We didn't want to see that. Their quarterback had Do you know what a quarterback had him? Like, do you want to know the quarterback's number for BYU, Peggy?
Elaborate for everybody.
No, Peggy, you have to. This is not a joke. This right here, this is my go-to snack, the wonderful pistachio. They call it the don't hold back snack, and for good reason.
These ain't your regular pistachios. I'm talking flavors like honey roasted, chili roasted, jalapeno lime, and each serving has 6 grams of protein and 0 grams of regret.
You want the classic crack of the shell? Go for these guys. Prefer no mess? Grab the no-shell bag, and you're good to go.
Whether we're in the studio, traveling, or just need something quick, this right here is always in the rotation.
So, don't hold back. Visit wonderfulpistachio.com to learn more about this don't hold back snack. Peggy, think about this. What if you could stop somebody from breaking into your house way before they even break in?
What you mean?
Most old school systems go off after the specific individual is already in your house. And to be honest with you, that's too late.
So what's different about Simply Safe?
Simply Safe stops crimes way before they even start. It has AI-powered cameras watching right outside your house at all times. And when they spot something suspicious, live agents are alerted.
Live agents? What are they doing?
They're talking to the person right through the camera, letting them know that they're on video and police are on the way if they do not leave. They can even hit them with a loud siren or a spotlight.
All while they're still outside?
All while they're still outside. That's real protection. Plus, no long-term contracts, no hidden fees. You can cancel whenever.
Man, that's what's up.
I use Simply Safe, and so can you. So, use Simply Safe during this holidays to keep you and your family safe.
I feel safer already.
This December only, 50% off on any new system. One of the best prices you'll ever see. Go to simplysafe.com/4. That's simplysafe.com/4. There's no save like Simply Safe. This is not a joke. Does anybody know the number of, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Does anybody know the number of the quarterback for BYU? 47, Peggy. 47. A quarterback
Got the number 47.
had number 47, and he was your starter the whole year. You tell me what team would have allowed the senior leaders. Hey, big dog. Hey, 47, bro. 47.
It could have meant something.
I don't listen, bro. Listen. The buddy had on 47 and was rocking it all year like it was just cold or something. Bro, it was 47, guy. And 47 in no position is cool. Huh? You ain't John Lynch.
But my boy, hey.
Huh? It's one of the things like, bro, what the hell you got? Hey, my buddy. I thought he was the replacement. But that tells you everything you need to know.
That's what you need to know about it?
Bro, man, any team that allows their quarterback to have 47.
Can't do that, dog.
Cheats. Straight up.
But really, man, to the point, do you agree with Notre Dame opting out of the ballgame?
I do not.
Because of what?
But the overarching issue is this. I'm going to get to your point. The overarching issue is good teams are not playing good teams. How many times have we seen the dynamic of Texas Tech and BYU? Yeah. For Christ's sake, every single time that Notre Dame has made it to face a SEC team, whether in the college football playoffs, whether in the national championship, they get their ass whooped because they don't play nobody, bro.
Early on, yeah.
That's the real issue. Stop powder puffing and trying to make your schedule and your record look so good. Oh, we're 11-0. Oh, we're 10-1. Man, look, when you think about the NFL, are there any flawless teams?
No, but you're going to play every week.
But you know, the best team on Super Bowl Sunday are the two best teams.
Yeah.
Because their road to get to their respective championships and to win the AFC championship or the NFC championship comes with a little bit of blemishes.
Yeah. And you might have the AFC might be stronger than the NFC, but either way,
we gonna figure it out.
We gonna see.
That's what the real solution is.
You can't duck smoking.
You cannot duck smoke. So if I'm anybody in the playoff committee, I'm saying to ourselves, hey, do we want a quick fix or do we want a permanent fix? Let's start scheduling non-conference games to be big games with big playoff implications. The Big Ten need to play the SEC. The SEC needs to play the independent schools. That'll wean out all the BS. Yeah. Because now at the end of the year, if you got 12 teams or 10 plus teams that got 11-1 records, everybody gonna be up in arms.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's not gonna be happy. Like, even with the NFL, they're able to find it because they have a small amount of teams. With college, just so many different teams, so many different conferences. So, that's just how it is. SEC gets all the praise because it's the quote unquote toughest conference, which it is.
It is.
But I'm just saying, it's just like, nobody's going to be happy.
No, but here's the thing. Understand where we came from, though.
Yeah.
Because we were fighting. We need a committee. We need a committee. Now everybody's saying we need to do away with the committee.
Yeah.
When the BCS Bowl era was of existence, Peggy, I give you some education around the BCS. I was a product of the BCS era. All right. First off, BCS stands for Bowl Championship Series, and it spanned from 1998 to 2013. The BCS rankings, the backbone of the BCS selection, was incorporated into three key components. Number one, the coaches poll, which reflected the opinions of college football coaches. The Harris Interactive poll, a survey of former players, coaches, sports journalists, and the BCS computer rankings. Now, this is the one that got everybody hair all tangled up and everybody in they doggone feelings, which aggregated results from various computer-generated formulas leading into the composite rankings of teams. This is where you insert what they would refer to as style points. Style points is how much did you beat a team by.
No mercy rule.
Who did you play? For some particular reason, we've lost the thought of, hey, we used to have a computer generating who played who.
No.
Go ask Auburn if they were in their feelings when they wanted to play USC. Instead of USC playing Oklahoma and USC beating the dog mess out of Oklahoma that year with Adrian Peterson. It still was skewed in because you had a team in Oklahoma who did not play the competition that USC played that year. So you're going to have the same issues. Good teams on paper or their record doesn't necessarily mean that they're good teams because they're not playing nobody. And when they finally do play somebody at the end of the year, it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah, it's not a good game.
So now you have these type of dynamics, the top two teams, right? That was also something that was a combination of the season's effort of identity to highlight the two best teams. You had automatic qualifiers from certain conferences. You also had at-large bids that went to the Fiesta Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Orange Bowl,
Tostitos
and bowls like that. Now, controversies and criticism. Critics argued that the reliance of human polls and computer formulas did not always yield a fair and accurate representation of the best system and the best team. This led to discussions about the possibility of the playoff system, which we are in now, ultimately resulting in the introduction of the college football playoff in 2014, which aimed to address the flaws of the BCS system. We still have flaws, ladies and gentlemen, because the individuals in college football, whether the athletic director or the commissioner of each conference, is ducking smoke. Stop ducking smoke.
Yeah.
And start saying, hey, to Coach Myers' point, if I'm Texas or if I'm Ohio State, I am not allowing my team to go play. Why not? Even if you lose, that's something to look back up on the board and say, hey, there's not a team that had a tougher strength of schedule than Ohio State.
Correct.
And they found themselves at 9-3. I would want to see a battle-tested Ohio State go against a James Madison.
No.
Who you think gonna win that?
Ohio State.
Come on now.
I don't know how JMU got in, but still.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, let's not argue the fact that Ohio State really wasn't even battle tested
Week
this
by
year.
week, no, they wasn't.
Because Ohio State played in a Big Ten conference that was down in competition this year.
Yep.
If anybody wants to argue with me, go argue with Google and look up the combined record of teams that Ohio State played. That's non-conference and out of conference. And you wonder why they struggle versus a team like Indiana. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
It's a lot of things that this issue that we're avoiding year in and year out, and you wonder why the SEC will stay dominant because the teams who are in the SEC are relative teams that compete on a week-to-week basis. And don't say, well, when we play the SEC teams in the bowl games, we win. Man, that ain't no real true inclination because you got players that are opting out.
So it's not the full team, you saying?
It's not the full team, bro. So now we're going to keep turning the blind eye of what the real issue is, or we're going to start forcing commissioners to say, hey, independent commissioner, Big Ten commissioner, ACC commissioner, SEC commissioner, we have to have 2 mandatory to 3 mandatory big matchups of non-conference games.
But I think with Notre Dame not being in this playoff, it's going to force them. They're going to have to double back.
I don't even like that.
Wow.
How many teams that you said that opted out?
9 total.
I don't like that.
Elaborate
that
on what
either.
you mean, don't like.
Because even during the BCS bowl era, bro, you had to play your bowl games.
Yeah,
Teams
you have to,
played the
yeah.
bowl game. It was a badge of honor to be able to say, hey, man, we sent our seniors out on the right way.
Yeah.
We went to a bowl game.
This
Whether it
is
was
yeah.
the Maliki Bowl, the Toilet Bowl, or all the worst, the Peggy Bowl.
Yeah, please.
We went to the Peggy Bowl.
The Boogie Boo Boo Bowl. That's
Man,
what it's
listen.
called.
Well, we had, boy, let me tell you something.
Streaks
boy.
and stains.
It don't matter. You would have been pleased to go to an old boogie. I'm trying to tell you. But what I'm telling you, Peggy, when you start to have teams opt out, there's multiple reasons why I could just turn my head in sheer disgust. Now, when you got a team like Auburn, I'm not being biased, but they don't have a head coach. But for teams who have head coaches, who have their roster,
Notre Dame.
why are you not playing in your bowl game?
Yeah.
Oh, because I didn't get invited to the college football playoff.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take my ball and I'm just going to go home.
Yeah, that's lame.
But I don't want to be in a conference. You don't do that.
Yeah.
Because now you're stripping opportunities for players to get better.
Yeah, that's
You're
true.
also stripping opportunities for players to really get evaluated.
Yep.
Development. Hey, Coach Marcus Freeman, I love you to death. Everything that you stand for, I love it. But when you start to say, hey, we're going to take an opportunity from a player to properly develop, even if players like your Jeremiah Love want to say, hey, man, I don't want to play in this game. Cool.
Let them have the option to, though.
But we still got to develop the players that's going to be here next.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Somebody coming next year.
Hey, everybody ain't going to be like Jeremiah Love. That's going to have all the scouts looking at him and saying, oh, man, he's pretty good. Well, what about your guy that's projected 4th and 5th round pick, potential free agent? He need any and every opportunity.
What about people that's going to the workforce? That they going to literally, man, it's that bowl ring I won. And that's all they got.
That's all they got.
That's all they got.
So I do not like it.
Yeah.
And even if it's Auburn, bro, play the ball game.
Play it.
See what you got.
Yeah. Even for your new coach coming in, he can see what I'm working with.
He ain't gonna coach him, but the interim coach been coaching everything else. Find somebody to coach.
And one thing he can see is the effort.
Come on, bro.
Who coming back?
These are opportunities that are being stripped from players, and the players may not even see it or understand it, but I do.
But I do believe this. I think one thing, if moving forward, if teams can opt out, I think every team owes an explanation of why they're opting out.
Hell yeah!
And it has to be something that is
You
solid.
can't just opt out and leave and put your phone on do not disturb.
We gotta hold each team to a certain.
And
limit.
if you don't give no valid reason, man, find them. Hey, we want some of that 50 mil.
Bruh. And I
We're
understand
coming after that 50
that
mil.
independence for $50 million a year. I can understand why you want to be independent, but you also have to take what comes along with it.
Come on now.
So with you being independent, you do have, but one thing I would say about Notre Dame, that they really don't have no excuse, you have the full autonomy to create whatever schedule you want to create. You really picking your destiny.
Hello.
So you can't be mad when it's like, I'm picking.
Stop ducking smoke, bro.
Bruh, you ducking smoke,
Stop
bruh.
ducking smoke. The whole college football world needs to understand. College football will be helped, patched, and cured if conferences decide to say the best will play the best
yeah.
sooner rather than later.
Yeah. And theirs can be later. That's the thing. They can have 2 losses and still walk into the college football playoff.
And it's going to do numbers.
That don't make sense to me.
See,
I know what you want. You want the record.
Come on, dog.
But you got it, bro. You got to go. You got to want the award too.
Come on. You got to earn it.
You got to earn it, bro.
Man, the fact that these teams, in my opinion, have literally handpicked their way to a national championship, where I took pride in being able to come out of the SEC knowing that I played an all-time great Alabama team. I played an all-time great LSU team. I played Georgia. I played a very competitive Mississippi State game.
Yeah.
I played an all-time great Clemson that year. I played the greatest Arkansas team that they had ever with Ryan Mallett. And those receivers that they had, we beat them.
Yeah.
So it wasn't no denying that we earned our right to be national champions. We played a very competitive Kentucky team, bro.
But that's the point I'm saying. The fact that, yes, y'all went to the BCS national championship, but if y'all didn't, what you just said, you can hang your hat because you played the best that was out there.
Best.
They can't even walk away from this season and look themselves in the mirror and say, well, we did the best we could against the very best that was out there. You can't do
Ohio
that.
State played Maryland, Illinois. That conference was down.
But and that's with them, understand that's their conference. So you have to play conference games.
Yes.
Notre Dame is a whole different
whole
story.
nother story.
You get to pick your poison.
For sure.
No, at least Ohio State, look, I'm going to pick my out-of-conference games. I'm going to play the best teams. But Notre Dame, like, bro, you can't act like this because you had a choice to be in the college football playoffs by picking the right schedule, and you chose not to do that. And everything that worked for you, that loophole, bro, you got looped up this time. You got picked out.
You got tangled up.
You know what I mean?
While you're trying to find a loophole, you got tangled up.
You got tangled up.
So, in the famous words of old Justin Timberlake, cry me a river, cry me. And until you find a way to insert yourself into a conference, cry me a river. There you go, Peg.
Yeah, man. But before we get out of here, bro, it is the time. It's time for PrizePicks. Oh, hold on, let me get the dust out. That ain't hit right. Hold on, one time for the one time. I said PrizePicks.
It's good to be right.
Yes, sir.
Peggy,
so
what
as
we got?
Go over week 13 recap. Cam, you went 1-1. You went with Joe Burrow, who was projected to have 250.5 passing yards against the Buffalo Bills. And you went more, and your boy Joe Burrow definitely did that with 284 passing yards, and that was a win. Now on the back end, all right, Dak Prescott was projected to have 1.5 passing touchdowns versus Detroit Lions. You went more, and he only had 1 passing touchdown. Dak then turned from DeQuavius to Dakota. Ken, what you think about your picks, man?
To see the Detroit Lions kind of put it together like they did, bro, it was impressive to see. And I wanted to see that, getting into the latter part of December and early January where these games, they count. not just for team morale, but continuity and just getting into a rhythm, you know what I'm saying, moving forward and going into the playoffs. So the Detroit Lions are fighting for a spot. The Dallas Cowboys are obviously fighting for a spot, but, that's a tough shake, but it is what it is. Now, on the other hand,
got tangled up in a loophole.
got tangled up.
Oh, loop to loop.
Dak Prescott was projected to have 1.5 or 2 passing touchdowns. You said more, and he only had 1, so you lost to that.
Yeah.
Then you also said that Josh Allen is projected to have 236 passing yards versus Cincinnati, and he had 251.
Yeah.
So, Lil Peg, doggone got you one. So
Bro,
both of us went 1-1, leaving the overall record. As my picks is 15-11, and then obviously Peggy is 19-7.
I mean, I was drinking that Cowboy juice, man. When the Cowboys start winning, there's something that just get in you. You just want to see them do something. And I said, oh, my God. And went down there to Detroit.
It's cold in the D.
They got broke down there in Detroit. What up,
You know what I'm
though?
saying? It is what it is.
Yeah,
but
man.
We'll shake back, Peggy, because it's prize picks. So say it how you need to say it, Peggy.
I said it's PrizePicks.
A few 12 in there.
Yes, sir. It's good to be right, man.
Turbo engine.
Yes, sir. And the NFL season is heating up, and there's no better time to jump in on the action. So tap in with us and use the promo code Peggy or Cam or Peggy, and lock in for the special offers and stay locked in for the rest of the season here with PrizePicks. So make sure you tap in with us and see our upcoming picks for this week. Boom, you broke it down. College football playoffs are underway. Notre Dame is out. A lot of teams are in. You feel good.
Feel great.
Yes, sir. Well,
Long story short, stop ducking smoke.
Stop ducking smoke. Oh, hold on. Watch out. Don't know nothing about no hot box, do they?
I don't duck no smoke.
Yes, sir.
All right, Peggy, we came, we saw, we conquered. Since we conquered, came and sawed,
Yeah.
we're going to add a finger then. Gonna add a finger.
Hey.
Gonna add a finger. Why you add it? Throwing the pinky now.
Hey.
Not throwing the pinky now. Not throwing the pinky now. Not throwing the pinky. Why you add it? The thumb. Hey, the thumb. She like the thumb. Hey, the thumb.
Okay.
All together, one love. You dig?
And that's a wrap.